You know, emotion is connected deeply with curiosity. So at a very young age, for example, when you see small children, it's very clear that curiosity is something that gives them pleasure, right? You see a child who's 2 or 3 years old, the child is sort of learning all kinds of different things, or maybe even a toddler, the child is being curious about how they can use their legs to stand up and walk, to get across the room. Curiosity is clearly a source of pleasure, a source of learning. It's very, very powerful. Curiosity has been a huge engine for discovery and innovation. There's no question about that. When you think about most of the innovations that we see around us today, they've been driven by curiosity. They've been driven by people who've said, let's tinker with this, let's try this, let's use something that was developed in this silo, take it over here and apply it to this silo. And even though we all call ourselves curious, we don't spend enough time asking, what's going on in this other silo? How is it that smart people, millions of smart people, believe some things that are completely different than what I believe? Now, if we actually slowed down and applied some of the lessons of curiosity, which is to say, let's stop, let's listen, let's think. They might not be all right, but they might have some ideas that are valuable. We'd all probably be much better off.
Curiosity! Such a curious word. Such a queer idea. Demanding, insistent, unrelenting.
For the impulse that so famously killed the cat.
Surely curiosity is that which makes us undeniably human.
That restless spark.
Of that quivering query. That moment that drives us beyond the fear of the noises of the night.
And sets us to the task of becoming that which makes the noise.
Who am I? Who are we? And why are they?
Why are we here? Today, ladies and gentlemen, we embark on a 3-day exploration of curiosity.
It was once said that at a child's birth, if a mother could ask for it to be endowed with the most useful gift, that gift would be curiosity.
What are you seeking?
How do we empathize more with the thoughts and decisions of others?
How do we question our assumptions and find new answers?
How do you change the status quo to get to where things should be?
How do we traverse divides?
How do you understand what we're up against? Surely our guests have questions of their own. How do we mobilize those people who are not on the ideological extremes? As vehicles for social change, why are the Hampton Inn waffles so underappreciated? What is the formula for changing hearts, minds, and policy? Is it consistent messaging and creativity, or sheer fluff? How can we inspire curiosity in marginalized communities that don't have time or space for it? Is curiosity a luxury? It is these questions and many more that we'll be exploring. But for now, it is time that we few take our leave. So please, sit back, relax, revel in your curiosity, for much will be revealed.
Ready, frankly curious.
Channels 1 and 5 at 50.
And 19. And then after that, 20.
Ready to track audio and track audio.
Stand by, lights, projection, and sound. Opening ceremony, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the woman who needs little introduction, Liz Winstead.
They wouldn't let me crawl out of that rolling. Vetoed. Hi, everybody. Hi. Oh my God, it is so year 4. I see so many friendly faces. How many new people do we navigate you through this. I'm the person who says all of the shit nobody else really can say or should say. I'm also somebody who has been here from the beginning of this conference, and this is one of the places that especially more than ever this year, I feel as we are all communicators, and as we have seen in November, our lives changed dramatically. Everyone turning to us to say, what do we do? How are we going to move forward? You all had to become leaders in a way that literally, and I am old as dirt, had no idea you had to be. And so this is a place for you to convene and learn and hear from and talk to, and please talk to everyone you can. People who can help you be better at what you do. And that part is super cool. I mean, we're going to talk about curiosity. I think for me, as somebody, for those of you who don't know my background, I'll give you a just super quick spiel about who I am and what I do. I'm a comedian and a writer and a producer and an activist. And anybody who marginally might know who I am knows that I created The Daily Show and I was the head writer there. Woo! And then I launched this radio network called Air America. And that was great. I loved it. I had a really good time. But what I found was within those spaces, and they were both corporate spaces, I could get people excited, but I was not allowed to do a call to action, to get people to actually participate. And so I was sort of this anger fluffer, which I found as rewarding as it might sound. So I wanted to do more. I wanted to take what I knew to work, which was communicating through humor to expose hypocrisy, and blow it up with an issue that is near and dear to me, which is reproductive rights and reproductive justice. I run a reproductive rights organization. I work in tandem with reproductive justice organizations, and we do two things. I looked at the landscape of what was happening, and part of what was happening was that people kept saying, why are we still here? Why haven't women solved this? And I was like, A, it's not just about women, and B, last I checked, your reproductive rights are human rights, and why are you, usually a guy from White Manistan, asking me to solve a human rights issue? It got a little annoying. So I looked at the landscape of what was happening in the whole reproductive rights world, and there was a big hole that I saw that I could fill. And that hole was nobody was doing aid and comfort to the providers. So I started doing some tours just to raise money, just doing stand-up. And I got the same thing over and over again. People said to me, thank you for coming, no one comes. No one comes here. Nobody learns what we're up against, nobody really sees it. So I thought, I know a whole bunch of people who are very successful because they got to have abortions, I'm not gonna lie. And they were like, moved on. They had the luxury of moving on. That's very rare. And so what I wanted to do was bring them back in the fold and say, you know what, some people never have the luxury of not using these clinics for all kinds of healthcare, including abortion care. And also, if we want people to live their destinies, if we want to communicate that to people, yeah, then we have to make sure that everybody has the access to every path possible. So I'm working on this path. So it's fun. We make videos that expose the horrible bullshit coming out of state legislatures. And then we have this kooky band of creatives who are part USO show, part Habitats for Humanity. And we go to a town, we will do a comedy and music show. We have an audience there, we do a talk back with a provider and a clinic escort and maybe somebody who's running that abortion fund. And we get the community involved to help out with the clinic and become a larger community of support. And then we do a public works project. We go in and we build a fence. We'll paint walls in the clinic. We'll find plumbers who will do the work that nobody else will come and do in their communities, because guess what? When you provide abortion, somebody won't come and fix your roof a lot of times. Somebody won't unclog your toilet. So this summer we're going on a 16-city tour. We're going to be doing that, and it's incredible. And so how does this all tie into curiosity? Because we have so many horrible pieces of legislation based on people who are not particularly curious about how reproduction works. a gynecological exam. To which a woman legislator had to stand up and say, more artfully than I'm about to, because if that were the way it worked, women would get pregnant from blowjobs. I think she said it differently, but that's basically it. Curiosity has been, for me anyway, and I'm sure for many of you, it's led to, well, not really even curiosity. I'm going to rephrase that. Lack of curiosity has led for me to rage, where we're at right now. I feel a lot of rage. I feel a lot of rage because I feel like the lack of curiosity is the intersection of everything that we're all doing. Correcting the record, right? I mean, it's why people say all lives matter. Because they don't ask. They just assume. It's why people will say, well, I don't know, women have the ability to, when they're raped, to shut it down, and they can't get pregnant then. It's why we have a Supreme Court Justice nominee who voted that a Christian craft store could ban its employees from getting forms of birth control they define as abortions. I mean, I don't really know what a Christian craft store is. How it differs from other craft stores. I also don't believe craft stores have morals. I mean, I just sort of believe that they use these oppressive means to hit their bottom line, right? I mean, think about it. You really think it's about crafting? I think it's really about not making money, because if you're having great sex, your crafting goes way down. So I just am quickly going to show a video that we made for Lady Parks Justice League to illustrate the point about the fact that Plan B is not an abortion, it is in fact birth control. And we made it for all generations, and we made it, and we're going to launch it. It's a secret, so don't tweet it out. We're going to launch it the day that Gorsuch goes up for his hearings. So here we go. It's called I'm Just a Pill.
Sorry, ma'am. I have to get another cashier to sell you Plan B.
Why?
Because Plan B causes abortion, and I don't have to sell it to you because abortion goes against my religious beliefs.
Wait, it's not an abortion, and double wait, a cashier can deny me birth control?
You are correct, ma'am. That is actually the law, and I don't like it. Listen up, Mr. Cashier. I'm just a pill, a kind of birth control pill, no matter what they say on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a wrong story they keep telling about me. A strong lie. Well, all I do is block pregnancy. I wish they'd listen what scientists say. So at the end of the day, you can chill. Drop some facts, tell the world I'm a pill.
Gosh, Pill, preventing an unwanted pregnancy seems so helpful. How'd you get so many enemies?
Well, a lot of folks, like this fella, got together and decided that I cause abortions, but I don't. I block a fertilized egg from becoming a pregnancy in the first place.
Wait, a fertilized egg isn't a pregnancy?
Nope. When an egg is fertilized, it takes 72 whole hours for the fertilized egg to make its way to the uterus and implant itself. That is a pregnancy. My job is to stop the fertilized egg from implanting, preventing that pregnancy.
But doesn't life begin at conception?
Not necessarily. When life begins is an opinion. When pregnancy begins is a scientific fact. Are you getting it yet?
Kinda.
Well, Think of it like a football game. The quarterback drops back and tosses to the receiver at the 20-yard line. The fertilization happens the second the receiver catches the ball. Now, we all know the rules. The fertilized egg still needs to make it into the end zone before it's a touchdown.
But the people against you believe the fertilization is the touchdown, which it's not.
Now you're getting it. Doctors say pregnancy doesn't happen until the touchdown. So my job is to block that touchdown from happening. And I do, 95% of the time.
Wow, Plan B. You're like the Deion Sanders of preventing pregnancy.
Actually, Deion Sanders wishes he was the Plan B of football. Well, I hope that cleared things up. But just in case it didn't, I'm just a pill, a helpful birth control pill, no matter what they say on Capitol Hill. So now you know my truth. I'm all about prevention. If your condom breaks, I'm here for intervention. Join me, take a stand today. I really hope and I pray that you will drop some facts. Tell the world I'm a pill.
Wow, Pill. Science is fun. Turns out you prevent more abortions than anyone I know. I'd be happy to sell you to customers.
That's right. Prevention's my jam. Bye now.
Wait, Pill. Will I ever see you again?
Well, let me put it to you this way, kid. I'm always here if you need me. And I'm really safe, so you don't even need a prescription.
Even if you're a teenager?
Yup, even if you're a teenager. Oh, and just one more thing. I know I'm awesome, but please, always use a condom. Join me, take a stand today. I really hope and I pray that you will drop some facts. Tell the world I'm a pill.
Opening Ceremonies players. Can we please have a hand?